That's the greetings in these parts, and when you come to College Station, Texas, you know that the Aggies are ready to gig 'em. Kyle Field will be swaying and electric for this one. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Auburn Tigers taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Auburn to the line in a hurry. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Man, that D-tackle's a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd down, going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. A first down for the offense. The give to the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He'll pull it on the read. Running at the 40. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggie!
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. They're just about ready to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to throw. It's Reed. They're working that left side. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
There's 11 guys on offense there, locked in and playing together. That was a critical 4th down in their opponent's territory. Everybody did an outstanding job of executing, and now they get to stay on the field.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Catch in the middle, it's Green. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Open runway ahead. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal for the offense. Dropping back, it's Reed. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spinning it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The run from the shotgun. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Simmons. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Simmons. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off cover. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Give to the back. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Going over the top. Ball in the air, intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
It's not the end of the world. Bear with me. There is nothing worse than watching wide receivers run those little under routes, and I throw the football, and I'm 10 yards short. You got to push the ball down the field if you're going to get the first down. And guess what? You threw an interception, so be it. You made the tackle, no big deal. It's kind of like a punt.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Offense getting set for first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Hold and fire complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Comes out throwing on first down. He's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Brings up second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas A&M 14, Auburn 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
42 Spider. Freedom.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. He'll keep it himself. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The give to the back. Oh, he left him grabbing. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Auburn lines up quickly. Caught in the backfield, it's Thompson. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with second and 13. He'll do it himself. At the 45 on his way. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Line getting set on second down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cobb. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Running it back, it's Campbell. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On first down, here comes this offense. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Reed. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Texas A&M going up tempo. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
The quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Snagged in the middle. It's Tease. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. On the option. Quick toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies. And they take take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella. Pretty
impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Auburn to the line in a hurry. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't.
Trickery and deception. They snap it to the up man. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on down, so fake doesn't work.
Well, that play's going to backfire in their face. They obviously thought they had the look necessary to go and execute that fake punt, but the defense, they were expecting it.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Give to the running back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
Whoa, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to NC State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. Leaves it with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kane. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they need.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Quarterback on the keeper. At the 40, there he goes. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Quick tempo here for the offense. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Cobb. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. No huddle offense to the line.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Wide receiver shows motion. On 4th down, going to the air. He's got him, and they convert. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
Number 17.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this 2nd half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And the extra point was good. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Campbell. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
He's going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 35. They'll immediately call timeout.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Wide open downfield. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Reed. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. It is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be brought down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Campbell. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
The offense lining up for a first down play. On the ground, it's Owens. Strong run on a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's Reed. Dances away to buy time. Open space at the 25. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB. Sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They want to run it left here. Still running at the 40. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make the big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. And you've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
Looking to buy time. Gets rid of it. The sure hands, it's Tees. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
A&M comes back out with another first down.
Black 24. Black 24. Yankee blue. Yankee blue. Cobra.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Also 4 on the play. Third down coming up.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll pull it down. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the... Comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And the Tigers will hustle to the line. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Kane. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by...
And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Caught behind the line. It's Burton. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
He's right on target. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Determined effort to pick up 6 and get it inside the red zone and down to the 16. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Power football with the run. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. Trying to put together a long, time-consuming drive. This 8th play will be 32. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. After run, now throw. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll pull it on the read. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterbacks sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going forward on 4th down.
Finds him out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Running to the left. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it.
Got it.
Now on 2nd down.
Cricket.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Finds a crease at the 20. All kinds of running room. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. They don't mind being aggressive from deep in their own end, and it paid off there as they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Yankee Bloopers fire!
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Using his feet. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
On the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Reed. Gets it out fast. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
Texas A&M 30, Auburn 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Running it to the right. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
Gain of 4. Brings up 2nd down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the beatdown has ensued. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UAB is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Roddy White should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Memphis. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Nice move there. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Get set.
The RPO fired complete to the left. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll leave it with him. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Caught in the backfield. It's Green. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up fourth down.
On fourth down, flexing that muscle in the run game. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And your decision to go for it on fourth down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the first down.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He turns it loose to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number. And here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Jackrabbit.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, blowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Gets it across the 10 to pick up a 5 and out of trouble to the 12.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
Brings up 3rd down.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. 3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. He's up to 81 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take a knee, though the D can stop it a couple of more times. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast.